Most of us know that dimples on a golf ball are there to help the ball fly farther and more accurately. It helps reduce wind resistance, aerodynamic drag, and even helps the ball lift into the air. So what if you took this same dimple concept and applied it to a disc golf disc? Would it fly even farther and be easier to control? Well, a disc golf company called Quest Advanced Technologies actually tried this, and they applied the dimples to their distance driver called the Raging Inferno. Actually, getting our hands on this disc wasn't that easy because you can't find it at any disc golf store. But we did find a copy at TrueNorthDiscGolf.com, and that's because they have the biggest selection of disc golf brands. So if you're looking for something new, unique, or just plain weird, make sure you check out TrueNorthDiscGolf.com. In terms of its flight characteristics, it has a speed of 14, which is the highest speed you can currently buy on the market, a glide of 12, which is ridiculous. It's insane. We've never heard of a disc having a glide of 12 because the highest is normally 7, and it also has a turn of -2 and a fade of 2. So based off of these numbers, this disc should naturally be one of the farthest flying discs. Honestly, it's pretty hard to believe these numbers, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. In terms of its plastic, it only comes in one type, and it looks very similar to something like an Innova Champion or Discraft Z plastic. However, it definitely does not feel the same. It is one of the cheapest plastics that we've ever held. Not only does it just feel awful in your hand, but you get no grip out of this plastic. You just slide all the time off of it, and you almost get no flexibility. There's almost no give to it, but hopefully it doesn't take away from how the disc flies. So today on JustDisc, we're gonna keep things very simple to test this disc out. We're gonna test it through 9 holes at the JustDisc course with only the Raging Inferno and a putter. We're gonna let you know our thoughts afterwards and tell you if you should pick up this disc to play or pick up this disc to put on the shelf as a collector's item. So let's get into it. All right, let's get started. First hole, big bomb shot. I'm gonna go with my forehand. Hopefully get some turn out of this disc and show how far it can glide. Here we go, keep it low. Oh, there's the turn. Oh yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good distance. It's not an approach disc, but we're gonna test it out. Looks pretty good, a little short maybe. Okay, not too bad. Hyzer's all right. See how this first putt of the day goes. Maybe start with a birdie, that'd be nice. A little wobbly, but I'll take it for the first putt. All right, next hole, 260 feet. You know, with this speed, I'm gonna have to take some off, and I'm probably gonna go for like a bigger forehand hyzer. Oh, I kind of straightened out a bit, even when putting it up. Okay. All right, left with a good, just outside of 30, I would say. But you can see though, when I threw that up a little bit, hoping with hyzer, it did get a bit of turn, even when throwing it up. So it's just something to keep in mind. Tickled. All right, so saving par, not a bad thing, 1 under, pretty good start. 285, bit of a headwind, might get some turn out of it. Going with the backhand, just trying to go straight at it. We got some turn. Okay. Birdie putt, just inside, I would say. Just off. All right, hole 4, about 240. This is definitely requiring a nice hyzer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get in, why don't you? Ooh, that was good. I don't think it gets much closer than that. Great hyzer. Parked, almost even went in. All right, moving on to hole 5, and as you can see, things have gotten interesting at this course. The corn has now grown in, is very high, so I'm gonna have to throw this a bit higher, hoping that this disc still can maintain a decent hyzer the entire way. Oh yeah, had a little turn into it. Might be okay. I can't believe this disc is parked once again. Bringing me to 3 under. This disc is proving not to be so bad. Obviously wait for our conclusions, but you know, not too bad. Able to get some birdies with it. It's doing its job. All right, now we're at hole 6. Kind of have to bring the tee back just a bit just because the corn makes the hole a little bit farther. It's probably closer to that 300 range. There's that turn. Ooh, ooh, not good. Ooh, I hope I can get that. All right, so after quite a bit of trial and error, I think I've been looking for about 30 minutes.
I've located the disc. I have no idea. Ooh, we got her. All right, on to hole 7. It's 180 feet. Definitely not a distance driver hole, but that's all we're using today. Let's see if we can just kind of put it there lightly. Oh yeah. Obviously worked out this time. Throwing a high-speed disc at a slow speed can be difficult, but this disc seems to be all right with it. All right, so we're at the 8th hole, about 200 feet, a little bit downhill. Still gonna try the backhand hyzer, see how it works. Woo! All right, a little 15-20 footer. Disc is doing okay. It's not a waste of money. It's not as bad as we thought it was gonna be, but oh yeah. Oh baby. All right, hole 9, 465 feet. Par 4, a lot of routes you can take, backhand, forehand, roller. I mean, so many options. I'm gonna try and do the hyzer flip forehand, get it through those gaps on the left, maybe get some turn and let it ride. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, there's that turn. Oh baby. Oh man, that was a huge drive. Well, I can honestly say that I've never driven this far on this hole. I mean, I hit the turn just right, but you know, I didn't even put a ton of effort into the disc for the hyzer flip, made the turn, made it all the way down here. So something to be said for its distance. Definitely get some distance, there's no doubt, but it can be a little bit finicky, a little bit hard to control. Oh, that was a little too hyzered. Yeah, that's gonna miss. Okay. Well, I actually made it to this bush, must have hit into it. It's only about 20 feet. Still pretty good. There it is, baby. Not that bad. Not that bad at all. All right, so it's time to make some conclusions with this Dimple disc golf disc. Well, honestly, it didn't perform that bad. It actually surprised me on how well this disc performed. Yes, it's not perfect, and yes, the plastic is terrible, but I was able to get the job done, and I shot, I think, a -5 or a -6, depending on if you want to count that cornfield as OB. So it performed pretty well. And honestly, it's a really good example on how you don't need a ton of discs to shoot a pretty low score. I would love to see a bigger disc golf brand implement these Dimples on a disc, maybe a little bit of an experiment with some more premium plastic to see if they get better results, because honestly, it flew pretty far. It was a bit finicky on its release angle. If I were to compare this to any disc, I'd probably compare it to the Shrike that I use as my distance forehand and backhand disc, but I would say this one has just a little bit more turn. Would I bag this disc? No. And the main reason would be just because of the plastic. The plastic doesn't feel good. It's just gonna be slippery. You're not gonna be able to get a good grip. But a pretty good disc, one that definitely surprised us. Now we wanna let you know that we did try and look up the Quest Advanced Technologies company, and unfortunately we weren't able to find any real information, any website for this company. And it wasn't until we looked through some forums, we found some comments about people who actually know this company and know a little bit more than we do. And they're really known for creating very unique and innovative different discs. They did the wheel, they did the turbo putt disc, they did this disc as well, the Raging Inferno. So they've done some kind of wild and crazy things to try and kind of shake up the disc golf market. But unfortunately, after doing even more research, we found out that they're out of business. So if you can pick one up, maybe keep it as a little bit of a collector's disc, it might be a good idea. Thanks as always for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Merci beaucoup et à bientôt.